In 1989, a man's body was found shot execution-style on a Florida highway, then another, and another. Over the course of 1 year, 7 men were murdered along Interstate 75, all shot with a .22 caliber pistol, all found naked and robbed. Police were hunting a serial killer, but they never expected what they'd find: America's first female serial killer who hunted like a man. Her name was Aileen Wuornos, and this is the story of how a sex worker became one of the most notorious killers in American history, and why some people still argue she was a victim, not a monster. To understand Aileen Wuornos, you have to understand where she came from, and her childhood was pure hell. Born in 1956 in Michigan, Aileen never knew her father. He was a convicted child molester who hanged himself in prison. Her mother abandoned her when she was 4 years old. She was raised by her alcoholic grandparents who abused her physically and sexually. By age 11, Aileen was trading sexual favors for cigarettes and drugs with boys in her neighborhood. At 14, she was raped by her grandfather's friend and became pregnant. Her family forced her to give the baby up for adoption. Shortly after, her grandmother died, and her grandfather kicked her out onto the streets. She was 15 years old. Aileen survived by prostitution. She hitchhiked along highways, offering sex to truckers and travelers for money. She was arrested multiple times: assault, DUI, armed robbery. Violence followed her everywhere she went. By her 30s, Aileen was a hardened drifter living out of cheap motels along Florida's highways. She had a girlfriend named Tyria Moore, who she supported financially through sex work. Aileen would do anything for Tyria, including murder. December 1989, 51-year-old Richard Mallory picked up Aileen Wuornos on the side of the road. He paid her for sex. What happened next depends on who you believe. Aileen claimed Mallory became violent, that he raped her, beat her, and threatened to kill her. She said she shot him in self-defense, but investigators found evidence that didn't match her story. Mallory was shot multiple times while fully clothed, then stripped naked after death. His car was stolen. This wasn't survival. This was execution and robbery. And Aileen didn't stop. Over the next 6 months, 6 more men died. David Spears, a construction worker, shot 6 times. Charles Karsgaden, a part-time rodeo worker, shot 9 times. Peter Seams, a missionary, his body was never found, but his car was. Troy Burris, a sausage salesman, shot twice and left in the woods. Charles Humphreys, a retired Air Force major, shot 7 times. Walter Antonio, a security guard, shot 4 times. All of them were middle-aged men. All picked Aileen up while she was hitchhiking. All paid her for sex. All were shot with the same .22 pistol. All found naked, robbed of their wallets, and dumped along Florida highways. Aileen claimed every single one tried to rape or hurt her, but the evidence told a different story. The men were shot from a distance. They were fully dressed when killed, then stripped afterward. Their cars were stolen and abandoned. This wasn't survival. This was a pattern, a hunting
If you're enjoying this
strategy.
video, subscribe to the channel right now. Done? Good. Now back to the video.
Aileen Wuornos wasn't defending herself. She was targeting vulnerable men, luring them with the promise of sex, then murdering them for money. Police finally got a break when they traced one of the stolen cars back to 2 women matching Aileen and Tyria's descriptions. They tracked down Tyria first, and Tyria gave Aileen up immediately. Police convinced Tyria to call Aileen from jail and get her to confess on a recorded line. Tyria told Aileen the police were closing in and that she was scared. Aileen, desperate to protect the woman she loved, told Tyria, "I'm not going to let you go to jail. I'll take the blame for everything." And she did. Aileen confessed to all 7 murders. She gave detailed accounts of each killing. She led police to evidence. She claimed all the men had attacked her first, that she was just defending herself. But forensic evidence contradicted almost every detail of her story.
The prosecution argued Aileen wasn't a victim fighting for her life. She was a predator, a cold-blooded killer who chose her victims carefully, executed them efficiently, and showed no remorse. Aileen Wuornos was convicted of 6 murders and sentenced to death. During her trial, she was defiant, angry, and unrepentant. She shouted at the jury. She called the judge corrupt. She said she'd kill again if given the chance. In 2002, after 12 years on death row, Aileen Wuornos was executed by lethal injection in Florida. Her final words were bizarre and chilling. "I'd just like to say I'm sailing with the rock, and I'll be back like Independence Day with Jesus, June 6th, like the movie, big mothership and all. I'll be back." She was 46 years old. Here's where the story gets complicated, because even today, people are divided on Aileen Wuornos. Some see her as a cold-blooded serial killer who used her traumatic past as an excuse for murder, a predator who hunted men just like male serial killers hunt women. Others see her as a victim of a lifetime of abuse who finally snapped, a woman failed by every system, her family, the state, society, who killed in moments of genuine fear after years of being raped and beaten by men. The truth, it's probably somewhere in between. Aileen Wuornos was undeniably a victim. Her childhood was horrific. The sexual abuse, the abandonment, the poverty, it destroyed any chance she had at a normal life. And yes, as a sex worker, she likely experienced violence from men throughout her life. But she was also a killer. Not all her victims were violent. Some were kind. Some were just lonely men looking for companionship. And Aileen executed them, robbed them, and moved on without hesitation. She wasn't a victim or a monster. She was both. A damaged person who became dangerous, a survivor who became a predator. Aileen Wuornos remains the most infamous female serial killer in American history. Her story was turned into books, documentaries, and the Oscar-winning film Monster, where Charlize Theron portrayed her final days. But beyond the Hollywood dramatization is a disturbing truth. Serial killers aren't always who we expect. They aren't always men. They aren't always calculating masterminds. Sometimes they're broken people pushed past the breaking point. And sometimes the line between victim and villain is thinner than we'd like to admit. So what do you think? Was Aileen Wuornos a serial killer or a survivor who fought back? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.